Okay, Remi, could you describe your role in this project?
So I met you about 2 years ago now, and challenge you had in mind, which was probably something you had in your mind for a long time, 8 years in my understanding, was to develop your land that we later called the Paddock, but you also wanted to do it in a way that would challenge the way we develop land in Australia. So you came with this certification process called Living Building Challenge that was suggested by Jeff Crosby. So my challenge was to comply with those expectations and achieve a project which would be beneficial for you as an investor, as well as affordable for buyers, and make the demonstration that we can develop land in this country in a way which is beneficial for the community and the environment. Okay, so the first thing I did was really to gather a project team, because we didn't have one at that early stage. So I've employed we've got 27 people working on the paddock today, consultants. So that was the first part of my job, to get the skill on board to achieve those expectations. And then we did a feasibility study to assess if that was just doable within the Australian context, and then to transform that idea into something which would be viable, so going through the planning process, which we achieved in 8 months. And I do believe that it's a great achievement. Like, the average planning application in Castlemaine is about 12 months for simple subdivisions, and we've done a 28-lot subdivision in 8 months, so that was a good outcome. Yeah. And then obviously is to make this successful for people who are going to live here, in terms of the philosophy we've tried to develop, which is being sort of self-sustainable on site, where you can sustain your own food, you can have your own energy produced on site, you reuse your water, and you've got a smart use of vehicles, which is limited, and provide a place as well where community can build up. So we're providing shared facilities and shared, like this space just where we're standing is just a recreational space for all members of this village. And we'll have just behind me a community center, which will be accommodating a kitchen for everyone, as well as an Airbnb. So it's also challenging the footprint of the buildings we're building. So and to do that, what is it? It's managing people.